chair and dig in to the Today Food Club.
I would love to do it.
A community centered on the everyday table. Be inspired by chefs and real home cooks. Join the Today Food Club. We'll make life easier and more delicious.
Your one news source. This is NewsCenter1.
Good evening, I'm Shad Olson. This is NewsCenter1 at 5:30. The quick thinking of a passerby could be responsible for helping save a New Underwood homeowner's home. The New Underwood Fire Department being called out to a fire just after 3 o'clock this morning. Several other units also rushing to the scene, including the Box Elder, Rapid Valley, North Haines, and Blackhawk volunteer fire departments. The flames proving to be a challenge since there was not a fire hydrant in the area and several trips had to be made to New Underwood for water. Authorities say that everyone made it out of the home safely and there were no injuries reported.
They were home at the time of the fire. It's my understanding a bystander driving by was the one who reported it and alerted the homeowners to the fire.
Authorities say that the home is a total loss and the cause of that fire is under investigation. A big job for Washington ahead of the Veterans Day holiday tomorrow. Congress is taking a fresh look at the National Defense Authorization Act, which President Obama had vetoed a previous version of the measure, calling it irresponsible. The Senate passing the NDAA on a bipartisan majority vote of 91-3 today. U.S. Senator Mike Rounds saying that giving our servicemen and women the full support should not be a partisan issue. The NDAA includes several amendments from Rounds that could contribute to the health and welfare of South Dakota's military members, including an amendment to help develop the Air Force's new long-range strike bomber and a provision to streamline TRICARE healthcare services. The Senate also passing its first appropriations bill for the 2016 fiscal year. The Military Construction and Veterans Affairs and Related Agencies Appropriations Act includes $23 million to construct a new dormitory at Ellsworth Air Force Base. It would also prevent the Department of Defense from using funds to close the terrorist detention facility at Guantanamo Bay, Cuba. Senator Mike Rounds saying that he is pleased the Senate is finally doing its job to pass important appropriation bills. Rounds is also busy introducing legislation that would improve veterans' care at VA health facilities. The Department of Veterans Affairs missing some major goals. 6 years ago, the Obama administration setting forth the ambitious goal of ending veteran homelessness in 2015 and ending the backlog in disability claims. It appears the Department of Veterans Affairs will miss both those targets, even though it has made progress. The latest count available showing about 50,000 homeless veterans on a single night in January 2014. That is a decline of 33% from January of 2010. The disability claims backlog also is on a downward path, though not before the claims processing system became so overwhelmed that lawmakers and veterans groups demanded changes at the VA. The Mission Employment Center facility at Ellsworth Air Force Base being renamed today. A dedication ceremony was held to celebrate that occasion. The facility's name is now the Major General Joseph D. Brown IV Mission Training Center. Brown holding a variety of positions at the base between 2001 and 2005. In 2012, sadly, he and his wife were killed in a plane crash. Ellsworth personnel say they were excited to name the building after the former Major General, so he'll be honored for years to come.
So General Brown, he originally started here as the Operations Group Commander, which essentially is the commander who leads all of the pilots and navigators here on this base. He worked his way up to be the Vice Wing Commander and the Wing Commander. To do that here in 4 years is very unprecedented, and he's actually the first person to do so in our entire wing history.
The newly named Major General Joseph D. Brown IV Mission Training Center building is the base's simulator facility that pilots and navigators will use daily to keep them up to date on their mission requirements when flying the B-1 bomber. South Dakota Secretary of State Chantel Krebs announcing that the number of statewide ballot questions submitted to the Secretary of State's office for review is a grand total of 8. Secretary Krebs saying it will take 2 months for the office to process all of the petitions. Some of the petitions being submitted include a petition to amendment the South Dakota Constitution to expand rights for crime victims, a measure to set a maximum finance charge for certain licensed moneylenders, and an initiated measure to legalize marijuana for medicinal use. The Secretary of State's office will process each petition one at a time and in the order in which they are received. The chairman of the Sisseton Wapata Oyati says that he has been suspended by his tribal government for the second time in less than 3 months. Chairman Bruce Renville says the tribal council voting yesterday to suspend him on unspecified charges. The council suspended Renville back in September for ordering a surprise mass drug testing of hundreds of tribal government employees. Renville argues he was within his authority to order the drug tests, which he says are necessary. He retained chairmanship of the tribe, living on the Lake Traverse Indian Reservation after a hearing later in September. Renville says he anticipated the renewed efforts to suspend him because he promises to cooperate, or his promises to cooperate never materialized. South Dakota hospitals are following the lead of First Lady Linda Dugard, who issued a challenge to hospitals to help reduce early elective deliveries. All 24 birthing hospitals in the state have signed a pledge to reduce the elective deliveries. Early elective deliveries are deliveries performed before 39 weeks of pregnancy for non-medical reasons, which can pose health risks to both mothers and babies. A new report lists South Dakota and North Dakota among the only 5 states to reduce induction rates at 38 weeks of pregnancy by 30% or more. And here's a look at today's markets on Wall Street. And there you see the numbers. The Dow rising 28 points today, 17,758. The NASDAQ Composite down 12, 5,083. S&P up 3 to 2082. And gold is up $1 today to $1,089.50 on this day of trade. Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio joining us as we take a look at what's happening outside.
Yeah. We talked about this yesterday. A little bit of snow finally moving into the Black Hills once again. We don't expect a lot as far as accumulation is concerned. An inch or less, primarily over the southern hills. Already, we're beginning to see the moisture in the southern hills. There it is, light rain at the present time down in Fall River County, pushing up into Custer County, and slowly that'll change over to some snow, probably around 10, 11 o'clock this evening. And as I said, we'll have these areas of light snow throughout the evening. Should be clearing out rather quickly, though, tomorrow morning. So it's not going to last very long. That's why we don't expect much in the way of accumulation.
All right. And that's the good news on that part, I guess. We could use the moisture. We'll get more details coming up in Bob's forecast in just a bit. We're back with more news after the break, right here on NewsCenter1 at 5:30.
This is NewsCenter1 with Shad Olson. Sports with Justin Wickersham. And weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
I'm a fan of this plateau.
I'm a fan of things that go.
I'm a fan of fan conventions.
I'm a fan of releasing tension.
I'm a fan of all things shouty.
When it comes to snacking,
I'm a fan of hot and melty.
I'm a fan of DQ. I'm a fan of DQ bakes.
3 new oven-hot snacks like the Buffalo Chicken Snack Melt, Chicken Bacon Barbecue, and Chicken Quesadilla. Served only at your DQ. This is fan food, not fast food.
I'm a fan!
Dear future, sailed through that diaper stage, learned to walk, and I'm reading like a 3rd grader. But now it's time to go out into the world. And from what I hear, it's not all toys and games out there. Will you look out for me, future? You can ride my new bike.
Farmers are paying more attention to water quality and making it a priority.
Every farm is different and every farmer is different, but everyone wants to do what's right for the environment. We're conserving the water, the limited water that we do get, and we're not wasting it.
The individual farmer has to be proactive.
No-till allows our crops to use all the water that we are blessed to receive.
We keep water clean.
For the people of South Dakota, it's about doing the right thing.
I am Al Miron.
Steve Halverson.
Jeff Lochner.
This is farming.
If you want better health, start with a new mattress. Get a better night's sleep on a new mattress from Simply Sleep Better. During our Veterans Day sale, get 2 memory foam pillows, a 4-piece sheet set, and a mattress protector free with any Beauty Rest or Simmons Beauty Sleep mattress set. That's up to a $209 value free. Get a Simmons Beauty Sleep luxury pillow top queen size set with air-cooled foam and gel touch foam starting at just $599. Plus, get 2 memory foam pillows, a 4-piece sheet set, and a mattress protector free. Better prices, better advice. Simply Sleep Better by Rushmore Crossing and on Mount Rushmore Road, Rapid City.
Veterans joined together this afternoon at the Civic Center for the Veterans Stand Down event. Local businesses volunteering their time to provide a fun and welcoming event for our veterans. Black Hills Barbecue participating this year by catering that event for all the veterans to enjoy. And on the menu is smoked turkey, bacon, green beans, cornbread, raspberry cheesecake, tea, and coffee.
For me, being a veteran, it means a lot. I get to feed some of my fellow veterans, men and women who stood for this country and would have gave all for it if the time came. That's awesome. To me, it strikes me in the heart. I mean, it's a day of celebration for the veterans. It's a day to get together and have a feast. It's a day to, talk about old times and just kind of be together.
Black Hills Barbecue, Goodwill, and other businesses teaming up to ensure that the veterans all leave with their arms full of supplies and with smiles on their faces. Roses are red, violets are blue. Donate 2 cans and there will be flowers for you. Victoria's Garden is hosting the 17th annual Caring Rose Week this week. With your donation of 2 cans of food, you can purchase a dozen roses for just $10. All of the canned food going toward Working Against Violence Incorporated. It's just another way that area businesses can help support and strengthen our local community.
The community does so much to support our business that this is one way for us to give back. We can purchase these roses at a very good price and offer them for the $10. And we just like Wavy. We think they do wonderful things for our community, and that's why we chose them to give our food to.
Annual Caring Rose Week runs through November 14th, and the food can be dropped off and roses picked up at Victoria's Garden in downtown Rapid City. Clear skies out there today, but the story could be changing overnight, as Bob has already told us. He'll bring us details in his full forecast and the approach of snowfall. He'll tell us how much accumulation could be in the books for us as well. Coming up next, right here on NewsCenter1.
$1. That's all it takes to start enjoying a membership at Planet Fitness. 4 quarters will get you the best equipment in our judgment-free zone. So join Planet Fitness now for just $1 down and $10 a month.
Join Planet Fitness of Rapid City and Rushmore Mall for only $1 down. Sale ends November 11th.
Get ready, get set, and save with an 11% rebate on everything at Menards. Make cleanups easy with this 50-gallon outdoor trash can with a built-in dustpan. $17.79 after rebate. This Metalux 48-inch high-output fluorescent shop light is only $39.95 after rebate. A Suncast garage storage system with tall base and wall cabinets is only $286.58 after rebate. Get everything you need with an 11% rebate going on now.
Moving into our new home is right around the corner, and Granite Buick GMC is going to sell every GMC in stock so we don't have to move them. Choose from the tri-state area's largest selection of GMCs with over 100 Acadias, Sierras, Terrains, Canyons, Yukons, and Duramaxes. 15% off of MSRP and additional discounts over $10,000. Plus, buy one and give one away. Choose your vehicle and we'll donate a Thanksgiving dinner in your name to a needy family. Only at Granite Buick GMC.
Rock solid, drive granite.com.
Synchrony Financial. Engage with a call center team that makes customers smile. Engage with a job where great benefits are only one of the benefits. Engage with us. We're now hiring for call center positions in Rapid City. Learn more and apply at synchronycareers.com. That's SYNCHRONY careers.com. Or text SYF12 to 90206. Again, text SYF12 to 90206. Engage with us.
It's Fearless Fisher's Veterans Day sale with savings up to 65% off on beautiful new furniture, TVs, and appliances for your home. And listen to this. Get no interest for 3 full years. That's 36 months. Plus, as our way of saying thank you, veterans, active military, police, fire, and rescue workers and their families get free delivery. Hundreds of items have been reduced with savings up to 65% off. Sofas, recliners, living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, TVs, and appliances. Buy with no interest for 36 months during the Veterans Day sale through Wednesday at all 3 Fearless Fisher stores, West Main and Rapid City.
$1. That's all it takes to start enjoying a membership at Planet Fitness. 4 quarters will get you the best equipment in our judgment-free zone. So join Planet Fitness now for just $1 down and $10 a month.
Join Planet Fitness of Rapid City and Rushmore Mall for only $1 down. Sale ends November 11th.
This weather brought to you by Black Hills Power.
This is NewsCenter1 weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
Rain, snow mix tonight. We expect the rain to be changing into snow probably around 11 p.m. Midnight this evening. We're not looking for a lot, inch and a half at the most, and primarily located over the southern hills. But we're also going to throw in some winds into the mix, so it's going to be a rather blustery evening this evening. There is a weather advisory, a wind advisory for tonight. These winds will be picking up later on this evening. And throughout the day tomorrow, gusts up to 40 to 45 miles an hour. And that advisory is for the plains to the north and off to the east. The weather almanac, 48 the high, 29 our low temperature, 640 sun up, 431 the sun is expected to go down, and it will. 39 the current temperature out at the airport. We do have the clouds moving in all right already. We have the winds out of the north at 21. You can see already we're seeing wind gusts up to 40 miles an hour. So a blustery evening in store for us. Quite a bit of snow in the Rockies, the northern Rockies, all the way down into Utah, back into Nevada. We have some video from Reno to show you. Here's this storm system that has moved out of California and producing some much needed moisture for that area, about 1.5 feet of snow already on the ground in Reno, and that system will continue to work its way off to the east. All right, let's come on back and we'll fly in a little bit closer and check out what's happening here in West River. All right, we stopped the graphic at 11 p.m. this evening, and you can see already over southwestern South Dakota, we're now beginning to see some snow develop. And again, at the most, 1.5 inches or less expected because this whole system moves out rather quickly. Let's move forward. There's the snow, and there it goes. It moves off, as I said. This is 5:30 p.m. Not only the snow is expected to move all the way across South Dakota, even pushing off into Minnesota, but the clouds as well. So tomorrow afternoon, we're expecting to see the sun return to the Black Hills. So the system's not going to be here very long, folks. That's why we're not looking for a heck of a lot of accumulation from it. And windy tomorrow. And then another front will push on through tomorrow evening, and that's going to cool our temperatures down even slightly more on Thursday. So a little bit of a cooling trend going on, but we'll still have plenty of sunshine, and we'll still have those winds on Thursday. And speaking of the winds, this is what we're looking for tomorrow. We'll see sustained winds in the lower 20s, and we are expecting, as I said, out in the prairies to see wind gusts of 40 to 45 miles an hour. And then on Thursday, those winds are not going anywhere, still rather strong out of the northwest. Sustained winds in the middle 20s with gusts 30 to 40 miles an hour. So the next couple of days, rather windy. Here are the high temperatures today across South Dakota. Warmer temperatures over Central and East River. Cooler temperatures off to the northwest. 36 was the high in Buffalo, 44 in Faith. And tomorrow, all right, the temperatures still on the cool side. Even Central South Dakota and East River will experience some cooler temperatures. Generally high temperatures tomorrow in the 40s. And we'll cool it down a little more. Not a lot, but a little more on Thursday, as you can see here. Again, in the lower 30s, even some lower 40s rather, even some high temperatures in the middle to upper 30s. But bear with me, Friday into the weekend, we're definitely going to warm things up rather nicely. Here's this is what we expect as far as snowfall. This is what the model is saying, and you can see the heavier amounts down in the southern hills. We're not looking for a whole lot. All right, let's look at the forecast for the Black Hills. This is for tomorrow now. 41 Spearfish, 46 out at the airport, 37 Custer. We'll have the possibility of even some of that snow lingering early morning hours, but it'll be clearing out by late morning. 46 Belle Fourche, 43 Sturgis, 42 in Hot Springs. The forecast for tonight, 30 light rain, then snow, little in the way of accumulation here out at the airport. Tomorrow, we'll have a little bit of light snow in the southern hills, but that should be clearing out rather quickly during the late morning hours. Decreasing clouds, but still windy northwesterly, 20, 30, gusts 40. We'll look for a high temperature in the middle 40s. Tomorrow evening, 28, rather cold because we'll have mostly clear to partly cloudy skies. Still breezy, though. Northwesterly winds at 10, 20, gust 35. 7-day forecast. As promised, we're going to start warming things up, but we'll have to wait till Friday. 57 on Friday. Plenty of sunshine right on through the weekend. 61 Saturday, 62 Sunday, and we'll keep the sun out Monday and Tuesday. ClickBigDeals.com. Get $25 at the Dakota Seafood Company for just $12. That's a 52% savings. And we'll have a special Click Big Deal for you veterans tomorrow, so you want to stay tuned for that.
All right, so a little bit of snow.
Not much, yeah.
Just enough to kind of ease us into this, Bob.
Slowly easing us into
our
winter conditions.
Our winter training wheels, right?
There you go. You got that right.
Let's see if we can get through it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bob. Still to come, we've seen how the concerns over head trauma have changed the game of football. Now a big change coming to youth soccer. Plus, the School of Mines women's basketball team, as you see the video right there, gearing up for the season opener this Friday. Justin has a preview coming up next in NewsCenter1 Sports.
What does your insurance actually do when it's not doing insurance? What if you could get help with more often? And you could also plan amazing trips. Save on event tickets or hotel rooms. Even get rescued roadside. You can when you're a member and your insurance is AAA. Insurance that's not just insurance.
Your night just got a lot more fun. Craps and roulette are rolling 7 days a week at Cadillac Jack's with 10 times odds on craps. Cadillac Jack's is your best bet in Deadwood. Cadillac Jack's. How will your night play out?
Pioneer Bank and Trust understands the local market, the local economy, and they understand our business.
It's stress-free banking with Pioneer Bank and Trust.
Pioneer Bank really understands the way that retail works, the way that business flows. It's nice to have that kind of a partnership.
The idea of having a local banker is so important to us because they really understand us, not only as a business, but as how we do things as people.
Pioneer Bank and Trust.
Pioneer Bank and Trust.
Pioneer Bank and Trust is local.
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 Member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Krista.
And I'm Jada from Independent Optical.
We would like to welcome Dr. Derek Ulmer, now located next to us at Independent Optical.
He offers eye exams for glasses and contacts and honors most insurances, Medicare and Medicaid.
Make an appointment with Dr. Ulmer for a thorough exam and let us fill your prescription at Independent Optical with certified opticians.
Dr. Ulmer and Independent Optical work together to serve you better.
Shop before you buy, and you can rely on Independent Optical.
This is NewsCenter1 Sports with Justin Wickersham.
After closing out last year on a 5-game winning streak, the South Dakota School of Mines women's basketball team hopes to carry that momentum into this season. The Lady Hard Rockers made big strides last year in Ryan Larson's second season as their head coach. The Rockers won their final 5 games of the season to finish with a 13-12 record. Having lost only 3 seniors, Coach Larson kept his roster pretty much intact. Leading the way will be junior Megan Rohr, who averaged 11 points and 5 rebounds per game. Coach Larson is also expecting big contributions from Callie Peterson, Alexis Long, Peyton Humple, and Devin Ashey.
Krista Showalter is a kid that was injured last year with an ACL, and she played a lot as a freshman our first year. So it's great to have her back. And then obviously, you know, Callie and Peyton Humple, you know, those two played a lot as freshmen, and you know, we'll be leaning on those kids quite a bit.
The School of Mines women's basketball team is set to enter its first season in the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference. Although the Hard Rockers are predicted to finish 13th in the preseason polls, Coach Larson is excited about being a member of the conference.
It's so fun to be in a league and have a schedule and some consistency for the kids to play Friday, Saturday, so we're not missing as much school. That's all fun, but the scary part is the unknown. You know, we can watch film on these opponents and compare scores and stuff like that, but you just don't really know where you're at, where you fall in that league until you go out and play them toe-to-toe.
And the School of Mines kicks off the season this Friday at home against Johnson and Wales. The Hard Rockers open conference play on December 3rd in Spearfish at Black Hills State. Well, a big change is coming to youth soccer, restricting headers in order to try and prevent concussions. New guidelines from the U.S. Soccer Federation now prohibit players aged 10 and younger from heading the ball, and those ages 11 to 13 can only do it during games, not in practice. The move resolves a class action lawsuit from parents and players, charging groups including U.S. Soccer with negligence for not addressing the problem of head injuries. In a statement, U.S. Soccer says it had started working on the changes before the suit was filed. Meanwhile, in the NFL, a painful season even gets tougher for Colts quarterback Andrew Luck. The Colts announced today that Luck will miss 2 to 6 weeks with a laceration on one of his kidneys and a partial tear of an abdominal muscle. Luck suffered the injuries in Sunday's win over Denver. Neither should require surgery, though. Colts head coach Chuck Pagano said Luck was sore after the game and felt worse on Monday, so the team sent him for testing. Indianapolis is on a bye this weekend. 40-year-old Matt Hasselbeck will start at quarterback while Luck is sidelined.
25 years that I've been in the game.
Sport clips, it's good to be a guy at the end of the model year.
In 1989, Rose was banned from Major League Baseball after an investigation found that he gambled on baseball games while he was a player and manager. Earlier this year, Rose applied to end the ban and met with Manfred in September. And that's a look at sports. We'll be right back.
With home delivery and simple do-it-yourself directions, installing your digital receiver, DVR, or cable modem is as easy as saying, Alakazam, you technical wizard you. Save time, save money, install it yourself. Midco gives you more.
As a Ford employee, I get to give my friends a special deal on cars, trucks, and SUVs.
It's friends and neighbors pricing, and for a limited time, we're letting everyone in on this deal.
That doesn't happen every day.
And you can see the low price at Ford.com.
There it is.
And that's the low price you'll pay.
It's that easy.
You don't have to negotiate. It's hassle-free. It's an inside deal.
Now for everyone.
Now with friends and neighbors pricing, you can get a new Ford for up to $10,388 below MSRP. It's an inside deal, now for everyone. Only at your local Ford stores.
You have seen him on TV. Now see the award-winning show. Thrilling audiences around the world. Jay Owenhouse, the authentic illusionist.
The show was awesome. I would see it again and again and again. The tigers were beautiful.
Shanghai David calls him astonishing.
Funny, awesome.
Jay Owenhouse, America's favorite magician.
My fifth time seeing the show, and I would definitely go back.
Don't miss it. It's an evening you will never forget.
The Veterans Day sale is on now at Furniture Row. Everything is on sale throughout the store. Sofas and sectionals in every style starting at $2.99. Over 100 accent chairs to choose from starting at $1.99. Queen bed sets starting at $3.99. Solid wood dining sets starting at just $3.99. Plus 4 years no interest with no down payment for veterans and their families. For the best quality at the best price, come to the Veterans Day sale at Furniture Row.
Your DVR is here, and you're not. No worries. Program your DVR to record your favorite shows from anywhere through your smartphone, tablet, or computer. Use Remote Record to put TV on your time. Midco gives you more.
Now, I paid attention, Bob, back when we were talking about such things, and I seem to remember you saying that average first snowfall is October 27th?
Way back then, yeah.
So
yeah.
A month ago. Not November 27th, but October 27th. Here we are almost a month after that.
And nothing reported out at the airport yet.
Okay.
So there's a slight chance we could get a little dusting out at the airport. I think a better chance for you folks down in the southern hills. Mount Rushmore, down Custer, Hot Springs, maybe a little bit of light snow moving in. We've already looked at the radar, and you can see some of that moisture moving into the southern hills. That will be changing over to snow later on tonight, maybe an inch and a half or less in the southern hills. All of that will be moving out in time for the parade tomorrow, the Veterans Day Parade. So that's the good news. And there you have it. It's going to be a wonderful weekend.
All right. We'll take that as well. Well, finally tonight, it is not just adults who are getting into the spirit of honoring our nation's heroes. Students at Southwest Middle School are holding a special program today in order to give thanks to the men and women who serve our nation. The program's including a presentation of the colors by the CHS, ROTC, Southwest Band, Chorus and Orchestra, and a ceremony recognizing the students of active and deployed families and introduction of veterans. Let's listen.
A car gives you freedom, room to grow, and in time, room to grow up. Your dream car evolves, and protecting it takes committed support. American Family Insurance.
We could have built pyramids. We chose burritos instead. Fresh pressed tortillas. The finest ingredients evenly mixed. Our better built standard is in a league of its own. Fresh salads, tacos, and quesadillas. Panchero's Mexican Grill, for those who don't compromise. West Omaha Street, Rapid City.
If you're looking for flooring, this is a great time to come to Carpet One. Through Wednesday, buy 1 foot of incredibly stain-resistant super soft Tigressa carpet and get 1 foot free and save up to $500 on select flooring. Whether you're looking for carpet, hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, ceramic, and more, it's all included with up to $500 in savings. Buy 1 foot of incredibly stain-resistant super soft Tigressa carpet and get 1 foot free and save up to $500 on select flooring. Plus, get 24 months no interest through Wednesday at Carpet One, Mount Rushmore Road, Rapid City.
South Dakota undergraduate students continue to find a high-quality education at Chadron State College, thanks to the Chadron State Eagle Rate. It's more affordable than ever to be a part of Chadron State's proud tradition. Find the major you want with CSC's outstanding on-campus and online programs. With a degree from CSC, you'll have the tools to succeed in your career. South Dakota students, take advantage of the Chadron State Eagle Rate today. Call 1-800-CHADRON or visit csc.edu.
Thousands of subscribers have come to know Click Big Deals as the ultimate deal site, offering the biggest local deals 50% off or more. ClickBigDeals.com is the place to click and save big on products and services